Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is talk to you about how to add things to this home learning page here. Okay, so this is the page that the children get to see. So this is the page that will kind of give them the information of what I would like them to do. So I'm just going to click on this add button here. So this add button will allow you to add things to this page here. So posting student work, this will post it to my journal. So the first thing I'm going to do is share a picture that I want them to think about. So this is your toolbar at the far side here, your left. So this is adding text, a microphone, adding an image, changing a background, and you've got your tools here for you to use. So the first thing I'm going to do is add my picture as a stimulus for the children. I'm going to just jump into my folder, part 1. There we are. And I'm going to share this image. And I'm going to just add in my text. Pop that up here. So you can see everything is drag and drop. What is happening in this picture? So you can see that you can edit these things by just dragging from the corners, make it bigger or smaller. You might, if you want to, change the color. So you've got certain colors for titles. You can move this around. I'm going to pop that there, make it a bit smaller. And I'm going to put my instructions in like a darkish green. Write your questions here. So you can go back in if you've made any errors like I've just done there, and obviously change. I'm going to change the background screen as well, just so it's a little bit more interesting for the children. There, and I'm just going to go back and change that. So I might go for a different colour. I'll go for like a red. Write your questions here, and I can just adjust that. So the idea of this is for me to start a stimulus of a piece of work. The children don't know that it's the Great Fire of London because I haven't given them that. So I might just change this and say, write your questions in your home learning book, depending on how you want them to record it. I don't want them to record it on here. All I want them to do is talk about it. So I'm going to click tick. This is where you can decide, is it for all students or is it for one particular student? So I'm going to do all students. So this will go onto the journal. So the children might respond by pressing on the comments here. It's totally up to you, but this is just for them to start thinking about. If I've made any mistakes, I can go back in and I can edit the item, because I've decided that maybe I would like to put on a little recording. Look carefully at this picture and think about what is happening. What I'd like you to do, if you have any questions about what's happening in this picture, please write them down in your home learning journal. So now I've just added in, and you can re-record if you want to, and I'm going to upload this. So this is where I've now got my piece of work. So I might then ask them to do an activity based on this piece of work. So I'm just going to jump up here and I'm going to assign an activity. I'm going to go to create a new activity. What is happening in this picture? Look at the picture carefully. Write down the questions that you have about this picture. Look carefully at each part of the picture and develop questions to really make me think. Then I'm going to add my voice instruction because I want to be able to pass this out to any children and make sure that they can access it. Look carefully at the picture. What I'd like you to do is write down any questions that you have about the picture. Look very carefully at each part of the picture and develop questions to really make me think. So I've processed that. I'll add it on. Now what I'm going to do is add a sample. So I'm going to first of all add multimedia instruction. For example, I'm going to just quickly put on that picture again. There. And the text. What is happening in this picture? And I'm going to go back to my colour, move it up there. And so this just gives them an idea. So I'm just going to take that and make it a bit smaller, and I might start putting my questions in different colours around the outside of what I want them to do. What has the man got in his hand? I'll change the colour because obviously that colour's not working very well. I might even ask them to draw a picture, a line to what they're thinking about. Okay, so that just gives them an idea of what I want them to do. So now we've got the instruction, we've got the template. So this is the template that I'm going to ask them to give back to me. So I'm going to pop on here, upload the same picture. This is where you can differentiate it for different children. So I'm going to put that in the middle. My questions. So by now the children will have seen, they will have had the instructions from you. So that's why I'm just changing the title a little bit here. And I'm just going to put on a background so they can see it's their work. I might just put on a background here, and then they can start adding bits in. So what I'm going to do is just kind of keep that and lock it in place. All I did was right click on it, hold it down, and I'm just going to click lock, hold that down, lock. And now I have the activity ready. What is happening in this picture? Look carefully at the picture, write down the instructions that you write down the questions that you have about this picture. Look carefully at each part of the picture and develop questions to really make me think. I might even add in, use the question starters. Who, where, what, why, and how. Now I'm happy. I'm going to press save. I'm going to assign it to that class. So for example, if I wanted to edit the students, I could edit them there. I can say which folder it's going to go into. It's totally up to you. I might just put it into, it's going to go to all students. Yep, I'm happy with that. And assign to class. So this is the work that they're going to achieve. So if they add their response to it now, I'm just going to go as my sample student. That's the work that they've got to then add to, okay? And then they would post it back to you.